The Gnote Pen. Noko never leaves this place. She's always put the living things first. Nooks isn't an easy language, but at least it's manageable. She says she is so happy to see you again.
Andro Amun.
She wonders if you remember her. She's Noko. She let you ride her Majut when you were a kid.
Kala.
Noko remembers you used to chase around with so much energy and is glad to see you haven't lost any of that spark.
Kodotuku.
But that's all long gone now, though. Memories show us where we've been, not where we're going.
Puri kumbalamuma.
Believes everyone needs direction in this broken world. Your only hope is that you'll end up in a good place once all this is over.
Anoraka babum. Pial tuma.
Noko remembers those days too, but she never lets herself wallow in them, no matter how tempting that can be.
Pala. Inyada aldo. Asaturutu.
She sees you're back to buck with Lupa Lupin. Can't see how there's any way to avoid that now. Not for long, at least.
Kanoruta. Rizentende.
She says the horrors of your younger days were enough to ruin anyone, but not you. You've got all that cheer about you still.
Drumble marsamambunundu. Kanamunta.
Noko says history is like the trail you've been on. You can walk back down it.
Drumble marsamambunundu.
Then you are stronger than her. She can't help wanting Lupa Lupin to pay for what he did to her Gnotes, despite the fact it's against her nature.
Minalagi mamuru. Pala.
Asks how many paths you've wandered in the world, and if you ever wonder about what might have changed if you'd taken different ones.
Narolute. Asil natu.
The choices can be overwhelming, but you have to choose, or you just stay where you are. And what kind of choice is that?
Vaiseno kasamandala.
So happy the world is going to live, would have been crushed to see all the Gnotes die with it.
Puri kumbalamuma. Sana yode.
Likes that you stood up for the world and spurred your way toward helping it out.
Boilakudo.
Glad you saw the light with the myriad. They always bring a sparkliness to any day, and sometimes the nights too.
Inadabsuka. Boilakudo.
But let's not speak of that now.
Aplitonumuta.
She has an idea where the Majut might have gone, as there's no other place it likes as much as its own corner of the open wild. She's even named it the Majut Meadow.
Rizentende. Urasa durut. Aplitonumuta.
The Majut will recognize the scent you've attracted while being here, so it'll probably trust you enough to follow you.
Kialdo male canodo.
You should lead the Majut back here when you find it. It's going to take time to get it.
Dere kialdo male canodo. Pial tuma.
She's sad that something as wild as the hoof puff can't be tamed, but has to come to terms with the fact that you need to stop it. This is turning out to be quite an expedition. Found some e-waste? Worthwhile. There they are. Now, catch them. You fixed those flame flies fast. The night time is the right time. Glad to see some wood scrap there. Let's see. Now that the Majut is back in the pen, it seems calm, but Noko is still concerned. She says the Majut is still anxious, but fortunately she knows just the thing it needs to calm down. The Majut once found and ate a bonbon gummy by mistake, and that the chewing really calmed it down. She says that you should find some bonbon gummies for the Majut by the crosswalk. It was the mere sound of the hoof puff that started it. She's never seen it so upset. It just ran away before. Watch those. You fixed those flame flies fast. Stories keep moving whether you drive them or not. Focus on your goal. Cranks like these usually need to be wound to operate. Just a few moves left. Make them count. What you see is what you get. Once it's out of the blind box, that is. With its attention diverted to the chewy bonbon gummy, the Majut calms down. But Noko is still concerned. She's relieved the Majut has calmed down, but you'll need a heavier sit-tight to ride it than the one she's got. The only sit-tight she can think of that would be heavy enough is one she's spotted mounted on an old-world mecha Majut. If she remembers correctly, she spotted it at the Smilo shopperia while scavenging. Seems to her they preferred the Mechamajuts over the living counterparts in the old world. Maybe the Gnotes were near extinct. Hey, a mount has no gears to grind. Why, you made it to Hoofer. There's a living thing trader, so let's see. Peddler is eager for... Let's strike a deal. Fair and square. You need to loosen the bolts without rattling the Mechamajut. That's it. The sit-tight is loose. Time to stop horsing around and get the sit-tight back to Noko. Now that the Majut's got a mouthful of bonbon gummy and the brand new sit-tight is in place, the Majut is ready to ride. Noko's been training another fantabulous little critter that'll hopefully become a distraction for the hoof puff when you confront it. She's called them Glitter. You'll find Mito at Brightlight. They're small. Mito says he's not only into those who shine bright, he likes things that glitter too. He reckons you haven't seen a glitter moth and says it's about time you did. Even though they're nesting near gone grass, they never run out of glow. Finding yourself a glitter moth would give you that glimmer of hope you need to continue all the way to the end. Glows with delight at your bright passion for the light. The mount's ears are not handles. Sharp steel. Half-lifed. That's the stuff. Proton. Disgusting. Biohazard. Just gross. That's some good e-waste there. You always find good use for things like that. Wonder where we can get some ride shoes for the mount. Always good to have some wood scrap like that on hand. Not a good place to dance. There they are. You fixed those flame flies fast. Crit. Pow! Someone has to end this plague before it's too late. Glittermoth Cave is right here. You have a good eye for that stuff. That's enough glitter moths to make her plan work. She wants you to stop worrying about the paths you've ridden and focus on the inevitable road ahead, the one that leads to confrontation with the World Eater. The hoof puff is evidence of the duality of evolution, utterly beautiful and grotesque at the same time. She means that the hoof puff has had more time to eat at the root as it's been isolated in the Knoopstonies mountains. So, based on that alone, she reckons it has suffered as much damage as the northwest. The rocky ridges have been called the Knoopstonies around here for as long as she can remember. It's said the stone was grey before, but somehow changed colour over time.